What's going on, everybody? Welcome. And today I wanted to talk about delves. And I never really got into delves as much in season 1 nor in season 2. I just really wasn't interested in doing that solo kind of content. But I just started doing it here in season 3, and I've been having a bit of fun doing delves. And not only that, I've been making a ton of gold, just carrying a ton of people through tier 8s all the way up to tier 11s, full AFK carries, basically having these people just sit back, relax while I do all of the work. And obviously I'm playing my main, which is the Beast Mastery Hunter. I love playing Hunter. And right now I've filled up my bar pretty good. And this is like the first time I've ever started learning about delves with like the coffer keys and the echoes and all of that stuff. But I wanted to share with you guys how much gold I've been making doing delves. It's pretty insane. I'll show you guys my configuration for Brann or Brann or whatever you want to call him. Typically I have him at combat role, but anytime I'm doing tier 11s I have him as healer, so you can drop those potions and I can heal myself. And not only that, if I man my pet or if my exhilaration is down and I step on one of those potions that Brann throws out, that will actually heal my pet, which is nice. And I run the temporal decelerator crystal, which gives us a buff of haste every time we kill an elite. And I have Hatarang, which gives the debuffs, and also the let's see, dealing moderate damage and applying 2 debuffs to 5 targets, which is nice. So I always have that up. And when I'm in combat or combat role, I have Tailwind Conduit if I'm doing it solo, or I'm sorry, Sands of Koresh, which brings the enemies into this like whirlwind or whatever. And I've been running that for the most part, but I have everything basically unlocked on the 4th rank of each of these abilities, which is nice. Right now my Brann is on rank 62 and grants him 112 mastery, increased damage done by his spells and abilities. So he does pretty good damage, and yeah, so far so good. Now, as far as like gold making goes, I'll show you guys what I made like in the last 10 days. It's pretty crazy. So, right around August, like around August, let's see, 19 is where I started doing the runs. You could see where I increased from, 117 to 132. And during that little window, I was, buying consumables, trying to get myself ready for the season. And once I got myself geared up, and I'll show you guys the gear that I have. Once I started doing the raids, Mythic Plus, I was able to obtain some really good gear right off the get-go. The second week I already had. Unfortunately, the first week I didn't have any tier pieces. The second week I got the 2-piece, and the third week the fourth, the 4-piece set. And yeah, the third week has been insane of making gold. So I'll show you guys how crazy it just exploded. So just with the matter of days, I went up to 2 million gold. And how did I get there? Well, right now with this session, this 3 to 4 hour session or 4 to 5 hour session I just got done, I made over 460,000 gold running with 2 different people. So I started off with one single person, then I went off to another mage, and they really liked how fast I did the runs, and they wanted to do a complete 8 run for their character along with an alt. So they paid a lot of gold for that, and this person wants to do 3 more alts tomorrow, and I'm charging. When it comes to a tier 8, I charge 25,000 gold. I think that's pretty fair, considering like I have the gear and I can do this solo AFK and you just have to sit back and relax. And then from there, I just add 10,000 gold to each tier. Like 9 is 35, 10 is 45, and 11 is 55,000 gold. And I've seen some people on my server and some other servers charging a little bit lower. They charge 20,000 gold for a tier 11, which is kind of crazy. And then I've seen some charge 100,000 gold for tier 11, and that's too much in my opinion. I think 55 to 60k is pretty good for doing these runs. And as far as like these runs go, a tier 8 would take me less than 9 minutes to complete, depending on the complexity of the delve or which one we're running. Like obviously the bountiful ones, those are kind of forced. We have to run those regardless of, you know, of how difficult it is. We just have to do it. And some of them take a little bit longer than usual. I typically run the fungal, which is the fungal folly for ults on tier 8 because it's really fast and I can get that done in like 7 to 8 minutes fairly quickly. Now, as far as like gear goes, here's what I got. I'm at item level 701, and I just really hate the fact that we're capped out already when it comes to our ethereal crests and all that, our upgrading crests. And I've been maxed out on Valor Stones for days now. It's kind of annoying. But some of the first pieces that I maxed out was obviously my weapon. That was pretty expensive. The boots, I got the interloper chain boots from the raid. That was pretty amazing. And this powers my Reshi wraps to trigger 30% more frequently, which is nice. Gives me that nice burst. A couple of rings, I guess, nothing too crazy. This one was from the delve, or one of these, or both of them are from the delve. Got the improvised C4M pacemaker trinket. Pretty good trinket. It's A plus on the list of trinkets for Beast Mastery on the Wowhead Beast Mastery Hunter guide, which I follow most of the time, and it seems to really work. So I just follow all the guides on Wowhead and just go from there. And then I got the sigil of the Cosmic Hunt, which came from, I think, the first week's cache. That was a pretty nice pickup. Right away, we picked that up and started, getting some really good damage from this little trinket. It's not A plus, it's A on the list, but still not bad considering all the other trinkets that I've been getting. It's been a little annoying. Now, if I do run Mythic Plus, I do have the Solea's Secret Technique, which just dropped a few days ago for me, so that was pretty nice pickup. Let's see. And I maxed out my hero legs, and I just barely got this belt not too long ago. I didn't even know this thing existed. Had to go do some delves for the first time and finally got that. Obviously the cloak is maxed out to 730. Some of the pieces that are kind of falling behind would be like the neck piece and this ring. Actually, this ring is pretty good. Yeah, these two rings are not too bad. Got the glyph etched gauntlet, so I used my I forgot what the item is called, but the item that you get when you complete Keystone Master. So I used that to craft my gloves, and that's amazing with the woven dawn thread on both the bracers and the hands. But yeah, so far so good. It's been pretty awesome, and the clients that have built up so far in the last few weeks are pretty cool people, and they got a lot of gold. So if they want to spend that gold with me so I can get their alts all geared up or whatever, or get their coins, works out for me. So I just been having a lot of fun with delves. I never thought it would be this much fun, especially with carrying other people to where they need to be. But yeah, my mythic score is not too bad, 2265. I'd like to get that to 2500. But it's been very difficult to get into Mythic Plus, especially being Beast Mastery. I think I'm going to have to change specs to Marksman and start to learn that spec again. It's been a while since I spec'd into that Marksman specialization, just because I'm just more of a big fan of Beast Mastery, and haven't done that since like Legion. So it's gonna be a minute for me to catch up on all the different changes for that. But I'm a pretty quick learner, and I just love to dive into it. So yeah, just wanted to share that with you guys on all the amazing gold that I've been making with running delves. So there you go. If you guys have any questions or need some tips and tricks when it comes to running delves solo or making extra gold like I have been in the last few days, I'd be happy to make that video. Just let me know in the comment section down below. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.